So, in the last video we saw how simple it is to create and run a simple Svelte application, and it's also important that you understand files and folders present in the generated project and how to control flaws when you run the application. So, let's take a look at that in this video. I have opened the Hello World project in VS Code, and you can see that at the root level we have 4 folders and 5 files to begin with. Let's start with the important bits in package.json file. This file contains the dependencies and scripts required for the project. You can see that we are using Svelte version 3 that is listed as the dev dependency. Svelte is only used in the compilation phase and never bundled into the code that is sent to the browser. We then have Rollup, which is model bundler, and we have a whole lot of roller plugins listed as dev dependencies. Rollup is responsible for transforming this Svelte code that we write into JavaScript code that browsers can understand. Here is the one dependency, which is the serve CLI. It allows us to run a static file server. We also have 3 scripts, dev for development, build to create a production ready version of the application, and start for serve CLI to serve the built application. Straightforward package.json file, as you can see. Next we have the configuration file for Rollup, rollup.config.js. This is the config file that is used when we run the command yarn dev or yarn build. If you are interested in the various configurations, I recommend you to take a look at Rollup documentation. Next we have the yarn log file. Based on whether you prefer npm or yarn as a package manager, you are going to see yarn log or package log file. They simply ensure consistent installation of your dependencies, and you don't really have to worry about them. Alright, next let's talk about the folder. The folder 1 is node modules. This is the folder in which all the dependencies are installed. It is generated when you run yarn command or npm install command. Now the next folder is the public folder. The folder contains the static assets that are published when you want to go live with your application. It contains 3 files. We have favicon, which you can see in the browser tab and is nothing specific. And we also have a global CSS file which includes styles that are applied to our entire application. And finally, we have index.html file, which is the only HTML file you're going to have in your application. We are going to build single page application, and this is it. The view might dynamically change in the browser, but it is this HTML file that gets served up. Typically, you are not going to add any code in this file, maybe some changes in the head tag, but definitely not in the body tag, cause we want the Svelte to control the UI. And for that purpose, we have a CSS and JS file. So /build/bundle.css/build/bundle.js. These files are from the build folder, which gets generated when you run or build your application. The next folder is the scripts folder, which contains a file pertaining to TypeScript setup. Since we are going to learn Svelte with just JavaScript, we don't have to worry about this folder now. The final folder is the source folder, which is the folder that we will be working with the most during the development. The starting point for our Svelte application is main.js. In main.js, we import a root component, which is an app component, and invoke it as a function specifying the document body as the target element. We also have an empty body element in our index.html file. So everything inside this body tag will be managed by Svelte. For the Hello World application, the app component is rendered the body element. That brings us to the app component, which is present in app.svelte. Now the .svelte file extension, I bet it is something new for you if you are learning about Svelte for the first time. We will talk about the .svelte file in the next video, but for now let me tell you that it's a file where you specify the HTML, CSS and JavaScript corresponding to a portion of UI you see in the browser. You can see here we have a script block, we have a variable called name, or for the HTML we have the main HTML tag with a h1 tag and a paragraph tag. Now this text we see in the browser within the HTML, we also have some styles specified within style block. The app.svelte file pretty much represents the UI you see in the browser. So that was the folder structure for the Svelte application created using the dgit command. Next, let's understand the control flow when you run this application. In the terminal, when you run command yarn dev, index.html file gets served in the browser. Index.html contains a reference bundle.js. The bundle.js file is your main.js file compiled to a JavaScript format that our browser can understand. the Svelte code renders itself within the body tag. So if I inspect the heading element, you can see the main tag as a child of a body tag. This is nothing but our app component. The name of course is a name from main.js, which gets replaced in the HTML because of the compiler. So hello name replaced name with world, which is hello world, and that is what you see in the browser. Okay guys, this is it for this video. We will of course learn more about Svelte Jutsu in the upcoming videos, so hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.